I made millions of dollars running faceless YouTube automation channels, and in this step-by-step tutorial, I want to show you exactly how to actually start a channel for completely free. My name is Dave Nick, and I actually made this starter kit like a Google document where I laid out a few steps for someone that is just starting out. If you want me, I can link this in the description for completely free. It's basically just a Google document, but it starts off with a step number one. Once you complete each step, you can also just tick the box and it just makes it like feel like you're making some progress. It looks pretty cool. So you can choose a niche, and I'm also listed out like 1,000 example channels in different niches. You select the horror niche and it gives you example channels that are already getting results. You select the golf niche and it gives you example channels, etc., etc. So it's pretty cool. You can see what's actually working well. Then I've also listed out my best 16 niches, the one that I personally like the most and have a really high CPM. And then there's also a document to like choose your own avatar. So you can just make a copy of this, and then you can just create an avatar of like who are you trying to target. I also sometimes use this tool to find new viral video ideas, but if you're just starting out, don't use this one because it's not really beginner friendly and it's not free. Okay, so you don't really need it. But basically the way I use it is I just select like days since start, and it shows me the channels that started out recently, like this one. They created a channel 12 days ago and they already have 12,000 subscribers. So I want to open up the channel to see like, okay, well, what are you actually doing and what is this channel all about? Then I can see what kind of content they're creating, and then I can go through and I can see that these guys started, or for example, this one only has 6 videos, but they already get 74,000 views per video, and they are monetized. So it says like they are monetized. So their first video got like 300,000 views. So I want to see like what are they actually doing there. And once I choose a niche, let's say for example, I'm going to choose a niche of healthy habits and productivity tips for content creators. I'm going to be very specific. I finished the step number 1. Then the step number 2 is to choose the channel name. And for this, I just use this prompt, and then you can just go to ChatGPT, and then you can take this prompt. So you can kind of copy and paste this into ChatGPT. You'll say your channel is about, let's say, for example, healthy habits and productivity tips for content creators. And then I'm going to ask you to come up with a name for this channel. So it's going to give me different recommendations. We have Heal Vibe, Mind Fuel. Mind Fuel sounds very familiar. I bet there's a bunch of channels with this name, but I'm just going to use it as an example. And the next step is to actually create an account. So let's actually go and tick the box. So we completed the step number 2. We chose a name. Then the next one is going to be to create a Gmail account. So for this, you just go to gmail.com, you click on create an account, click on for personal use. You paste your channel name, you click next. You select your date of birth, select your gender, and click next. And then you can create your own Gmail address. I'm just going to add something that's related to my name, and then I'm going to click on next. Once you do that, step number 4 is to create the actual YouTube channel. So you're going to go back to YouTube. You're then going to click on sign in. It's instantly going to sign you in into this new Gmail account that you made. So you just click on create a channel, and then you can just customize this handle. Let's say, for example, I'm going to call it Mind Fuel Media, and it seems like this is not available, but Daily Dose of Mind Fuel is. So I'm going to create a channel from this, and now we effectively have this YouTube channel created. Now, once we complete step number 4, step number 5 is to create a channel branding. And for this, I mostly either use Photopea, which is like a free alternative to Photoshop, or just Canva, which has a bunch of different templates. But everyone actually uses Canva. So all of these templates have been used by a lot of people, but you can search for like logo templates and you can customize what you like, if you like any of these. Or you can also get one of these PSD templates that I've created. So you can just download this, basically just click download, then you go to Photopea, you just click on open. Then you can easily customize this just by double clicking on the layer. You can click on gradient overlay, and then you can just change this. So make sure that the first color is slightly darker. So if you want to use, for example, orange for some reason, then you can just click here and then double click on this text, click on this box, and again select orange, now slightly lighter. And then with the drop shadow, you also want to select a similar color as well. Let's say, for example, this. And here's how I basically just changed the color. Now I'm going to call it Mind Fuel. So I'm just going to double click on the text and just go MF. And then once I have it, I'm effectively just going to download this. I'm going to export this as a PNG file, and I'm going to click Save. Now, the same thing goes for the banner as well. It's going to be available in that document where you can basically just open this file with the YouTube banner PSD, And once you have that, you can just customize it. And I'm going to say, for instance, mind fuel here. Just bear in mind that I've also added these safe zones so that you don't create something outside of the safe zone, because it's not going to show on your channel art, and you can just, remove it by pressing on this layer over here, so it's going to hide it. And for the sub headline, you can also just ask ChatGPT like what would be a good slogan for this particular channel, and then ChatGPT is going to give you different recommendations. And let's say, for instance, going to go with this one over here. It sounds kind of powerful, so I'm just going to click on text, and then I'm going to customize it, energize, and I also need to change the color text so that it matches the one that I previously made. So again, double click on the headline, go to gradient, click here, select the orange color, and now this is how that looks like. And then I'm going to click on export as PNG file, and I'm going to save it up to my computer. Now simply go back to your YouTube channel, click on customize the channel. That's going to take you to your YouTube studio. You're going to go to branding, and you're going to click on profile photo, upload a profile photo, upload the banner as well. Click on done, and once you're done, just click publish. Now the next step is to optimize your YouTube channel, and for this you can also just use a ChatGPT prompt that I wrote. So you can just go back to ChatGPT, you can tell it that your YouTube channel name is whatever name you chose, and you're also going to take your niche and you're going to change the variables in the brackets, and then you're just going to paste this prompt, and let's see what it comes up with. So we have this entire bio that we can just copy, and we're going to go back to our account. And once we are here, just click on basic info, paste that here, and click publish. So now you have the profile picture, you have channel art, you've decided what the niche your channel is going to be in. It's maybe going to take a few minutes for it to load, so don't panic if your profile photo didn't load yet. It might take 1 or 2 minutes, but that's how you start a YouTube automation channel and how you set it up. If you want to see how to make your first $1,000 with YouTube automation, then I recommend clicking on the box that's on the screen right now.